So here we are doing our seminar, or I'm just going to do it in the bathroom like we normally would as men or women. I first want to talk about the fact that peels are not chemicals. So everyone has this, we're doing chemical peels, and I just wanted to explain that the alpha beta hydroxys, glycolic all come from sugar cane, mandelic comes from almonds, azelaic comes from a flower. So they're naturally sourced. What they do is they actually have a very high concentrate. And unlike a scrub would be good at removing makeup, but it does not stimulate collagen. And I don't advise it for anyone except for someone that has oily skin or wears heavy makeup each day. What a scrub is compared to a home peel would be like comparing a Model T Ford to a Tesla, because it is like, it has an enzymatic, we know enzymes eat off the dead skin gently without any harm to the skin, whereas a scrub is literally leaving microscopic damage, actual scratches on the skin. So we only want to use that mixed with a cleanser if that's how you want to remove your makeup. Otherwise, I wouldn't use a scrub. Glycolic, alpha beta hydroxys, mandelic, vitamin A, which is a very odd one. That's an exception to the rule. Vitamin A is actually an acid. So it acts like an acid. So retin A is an acid just like the others. So the reason why I say I can train you how to do many spa treatments at home is that you can actually layer highly concentrated products that will actually lift, tone, get rid of sun damage. They discovered this from acne. So way back in 20 years ago, we would see these people that had slicky scars that obviously had cystic acne. Well, that was from doing a glycolic peel at 60%, 50%, and it would actually leave a scar. It would burn their skin. And what they did notice about it was that it actually did get rid of the cystic acne, but that slicky scar showed that when you use a naturally sourced acid, that you're actually lifting and tightening the skin. That's why I say a lot of the acid products that are naturally based can actually lift, tone, fill in lines, get rid of sun damage, but they can also get rid of acne or blemishes. So I want to talk about doing your Medi-Spa treatment at night. So I'm just going to use my products as an example, but what you want to look at is you want to turn your product around. Most products that say that they're a vitamin C product or they're a lightening product, the active ingredient is usually listed last. The reason why you're not getting results is it's usually only at a 0.025% if you're lucky. There was a product that came out that they sold at the drugstores that was the rage. It was a vitamin A product. But they found out that it would, for one tube of retin A, they would use 100 tubs of cream and put 1 drop of vitamin A in that cream. And people were all thrilled with this cream, but the problem is it was just a cream. 1 drop of vitamin A in a tub of cream is not going to change your skin. So I wanted to talk about how I normally layer things at night. I definitely buy, if I were to buy products, there's some that I do buy that are not my brand, and the ones that are my brand, they're high potency. So instead of a 0.025%, they're usually at 5, 10, or 20%. So normally I would cleanse my face, but today I'm going to start with a Glyco 5. So it means it's in a hydrating gel, and it's applied to the skin where you actually put it all over, not in the eye area. So when you're using a Glyco, which is naturally sourced from sugar cane, you want to remember that you would put it on. If you're sensitive, you put it on for 10 minutes and take it off. For the rest of us that have normal, oily we want to tighten our pores, fill in our lines, and stimulate collagen. Like I said earlier, it has an enzymatic reaction where it's eating the dead skin off, but it's also producing collagen and getting rid of sun damage just beneath the surface and on the surface of the skin. So the acid category would be the alpha beta hydroxys, vitamin A, glycolic, azelaic acid, salicylic acid, which is commonly used for acne, but can be used as an anti-aging product because remember, all acids were discovered from acne and that slicky scar. They realized it can lift and tone necks. So you want to go all the way down to your décolleté. Your face is actually from here to here. I've had people that have used Retin-A for over a decade and they did it from here to here and they asked me if it actually worked. And I said, I know it worked for a fact because from here to here you have very few lines, no brown spots, but from here to here you have nothing but melasma, freckling, or what you would call back in the day, liver spots, literally covered in horrific sun damage that makes them look 80 years old from here to here. But the Retin-A that they've been using consistently from here to here had kept all that sun damage, had tightened their skin, had filled in their lines. And so I would take a picture because I'm an esthetician. I'm taking a picture on the bed. I could show them the before and after, like what people are actually seeing is that you did something here, but we can tell your age from here to here. So you want to make sure that you carry your products down. So the Glyco 5 is the mildest. I sleep with it on. That's what I prefer. But it's a hydrating gel with glycolic in it at about 10%. Then we've got between 5 and 10%. I don't know, it might be at 8, but it's within that range. That beats a 0.025 active ingredient. How much benefit are you going to get, let's say at 8% versus 0.025% of glyco? Huge difference. It's stronger than what most estheticians are using. Most estheticians right now, that's why I'm recommending people do their Medi-Spa treatments at home. They're back to essential oils, scrubs, mud masks, cleaning out pores. You could easily do that at home. You shouldn't be paying even $50 for I call that, none of that. That's all very nourishing. It's yummy. It's great on a cruise. It's great if the girls go to the spa with you at La Costa, but it definitely is just yummy. It is not corrective. It's not going to get rid of sun damage. It's not going to fill in your lines. It's not going to be anti-aging. I mean, I know people that have used the alpha beta hydroxys for 10 years, salicylic for over a decade. I know people with Retin-A. They did it from here to here. And I mean, literally, they're 10 to 15 years younger here than they are here. So the next category I wanted to talk about, so we can layer. The key is to buy a product that is a high concentrate, which means big results. If the active ingredient or the acids are listed last, that is a tub of yummy cream. It's going to moisturize you. It is not going to change your skin. This is a peptide. So a peptide is also called a growth factor. So now we're going to leave the acid category and we're going to go into the category, an area where you have no acids involved. Growth factor or aminopeptides are naturally in your body. So when you cut yourself, aminopeptides race to the cut, pull the skin together. Remember, pull or tightening the skin and pulling that together to make that slicky scar is how they found aminopeptides. It is not an acid. Now again, people will buy aminopeptides, growth factors. I have friends that get fooled by doctors and Medi-Spas all the time. They spend $150, $200 and they think that because it's a high price, it's going to do something for their skin. When I read the ingredients, they have less than 0.025% aminopeptide or growth factor. This has 20% non-irritating, because it's not an acid. And so you're able to layer that over the top because you're not layering anything that's irritating. So you only want to use one form of naturally sourced acid, whether it's salicylic, whether it's glycolic alpha beta hydroxys from sugar cane, whether you want to use that, you would always put that on first, and over the top you're going to put your growth factor or your aminopeptide, because that acid actually activates, it tricks the aminopeptide into believing that you have a sore or a burn. So all night long it's repairing, lifting, and toning. That's what's so powerful about growth factors, is that healing, toning, and lifting without an acid in it. So if somebody's super sensitive, I'll skip the glycolic 5 and I'll just have them do the growth factor, because that will lift and tone. And again, we're going from here to here. And one of the most important things, especially in Southern California, let me just see if I can find it here, is the Brighten Up. So we've got the Brighten Up. Brighten Up, the Japanese discovered arbutrin. Arbutrin is, again, in the amino acid categories. It's absolutely causes no irritation. Anyone can use it. So it means if somebody has acne that has been picking and they have brown spots, or if it's sun damage, or if it's melasma for pregnancy, arbutrin is completely safe. So again, like I said, because the product has 20% arbutrin, it's safe to, you go glycolic, which is just glycolic. You've got aminopeptides and growth factors, which are just that in a hydrating gel. And then you've got your Brighten Up. Now the Brighten Up, I have testimonial after testimonial, which is arbutrin. So you can look at your lightener and see what it has in there. If it's any form of arbutrin, there's different types. There's different types of aminopeptides. But what you're looking for is, where is it in the ingredients? It needs to be in the top 3 ingredients for it to be active. Super concentrated acids, naturally sourced, growth factors, and again, arbutrin. When you're at a 5 to 20% level, you're talking about a massive overhaul every single night on your skin. And it is stronger than what 95% of most estheticians are using right now. The big trend towards marine products, essential oils, they're all yummy, they're all delicious, they all moisturize. Have nothing against that. You could put that on last if you want to hang on to your yummy cream. Those yummy creams and essential oils seal the treatment. So that's always, if you have a lot of that stuff and you're into this, to a lot of the herbs, not a problem. These are all naturally sourced too. They actually come from around the world. They're organic, they're natural. My products especially are made in one of the biggest labs in the world. They're very well known for their non-GMO organic sourcing. So when I'm talking growth factors or arbutrin, or if I'm talking glycolic, we're talking about, because it's been to a lab, I can only call it natural, but they're high potency, almost to the level of needing a prescription. The only one that possibly could be irritating would be the alpha beta hydroxys or the acids, but usually they're not. The non-irritating one for sensitive skin, I would say, comes from almonds. And so there's a couple of them. You can always contact me at my spa, and I can give you a couple of examples to help people with sensitive skin. Mandelic is actually sourced from almonds. So that we're 3 layers in, but remember, if you do a Medi-Spa treatment every night before you go to bed, and it keeps the integrity of your skin, meaning it doesn't make your skin thin. That's my challenge with the A's, retin A's and vitamin A's, is they do keep the skin pretty thin. The other ones actually keep the integrity of the skin, so you have nice, thick, glowing skin. You're not paper thin and red all the time. So I kind of side more with the alpha beta hydroxys, the glycolics, the mandelics, azelaics. And then the growth factors are outrageous. I mean, this growth factor at 20% lifts and tones. I mean, people will see a difference in their jowls, their marionette lines, the neck. So if you've got products at home that are supposed to be Medi-Spa or supposed to be active vitamin C, so another one you can do. Now, vitamin C has gotten kind of a positive rep because it is a product that slows down the aging of the cells, which is awesome. So it's more preventative. A 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old can use it. Yes, and every age group wants to slow down the aging of their cells. It has a slight brightening quality. So the one that I use, I've been using the one from Care Plus. Again, it's in a hydrating gel. And yes, I want my skin's cells to the aging process to slow down. So I can put that on. So this is called layering. This is like a leave on peel, except it doesn't flake because 4 of the layers are super hydrating. They are non-irritating, but the thing that's powerful is that they are lifting, they're toning, they're getting rid of brown spots, sun damage, melasma, brown spots from picking if you have acne. So yes, I want to use the vitamin C and slow down the aging of the cells, 20% vitamin C. So that's powerful. Then we've also got hyaluronic, which holds 1,000 times the moisture in the cells. So now we're going to switch to morning. What do we do after this wonderful treatment? So I usually keep my treatment like this. I'm a little drier in the morning, even though I've put on 3 hydrating gels. I actually do sometimes like to put on the collagen bio cream. So remember all those yummy creams, and if you're in love with your essential oils, be in love with them. That's awesome. They have medicinal purposes. So you can go ahead and put that yummy cream and seal your treatment. You got to let the treatment dry first and then go ahead and use your yummy cream. I happen to use a collagen cream. Collagen's made a huge comeback. Why? Because when we do treatments every night on our skin, in the morning we need to hydrate. So one of the products that's really important, so if I went to bed, now this is processing for the 5 to 8 hours that I'm sleeping. So it's lifting, toning, exfoliating, producing collagen, removing sun damage every single night. And like I said, we're talking about anywhere between 5 to 20% active ingredient. Please check your products. If your active ingredient, a growth factor, a peptide, or butrin, any form of acid is on the lower part of your ingredients, that means you're only getting a 0.025 or maybe even just 1 drop, like that product line that just put 1 drop of vitamin A and called it a vitamin A cream. It turns out it does nothing for you unless you're at high concentrated levels. And it's perfectly safe to layer these products. The reason why I wouldn't recommend a product that puts the Arbutin growth factor, the glycolic all-in-one product, you know for a fact that that's going to be a 0.025 of each ingredient. Why? Because those are the most expensive part of that serum or of that cream. So for people to go global, to have spectacular packaging, they spend all their money on that because that's what's going to get you to buy it. But if you do what I asked you to do, just take a chance on me, turn around and look at the ingredients, and you're going to find out you paid for a beautiful box. Your active ingredients are probably less than 0.025. It's probably just a drop. So I don't really trust products that put everything in one bottle because they're usually products that actually have very low potency. And potency is what changes your skin. So let's talk about the morning. So in the morning, because we've had all this stuff processing all night, you might feel a little dehydrated. Hyaluronic is naturally around your cells. It's called an acid, but it really isn't an acid. It actually is naturally around your cells and it holds moisture 1,000 times the moisture in your skin, not oils, hydration. And so as we get older, that the hyaluronic starts to dissipate. So what we want to do is cleanse our skin in the morning and then go ahead and put on our hyaluronic. And the hyaluronic will pull in whatever I put over it. And some people, you don't want to be greasy in the morning. You just want to be super hydrated for the day. So if you're oily, you may just want to use the hyaluronic gel and you're pretty much done. It'll balance out the oil so you don't run around looking oil all day. For the rest of us that are normal to very dry, we don't want to look dry and crepey and old because remember the Retin-A originally, those days where everyone was running around with skin people don't want to run around peely, dry, crepey looking. People want to look good during the day. So for me, having dry, like I have genetically dry skin, I actually use a collagen hydrator that was modeled after a line out of France. It's called Collagen K. I also get broken capillaries. So there's a little bit of vitamin K. There's 20% collagen. And so I put that over the hyaluronic. This is also in a hydrating gel. And why I do this is to actually have the hyaluronic pull that hydration into my skin. I even put it under my eyes, down my neck and décolleté. I do that. And then I would normally just let it dry. So there's no oil in this. Both of these are pure hydrators. So this is something I want people to understand. When you drink 8 glasses of water a day, the first 6 are going to go to your internal organs because your body needs to function. The 7th goes to your brain. So if you're having memory issues, brain fog, you have a hard time with that, you're probably not getting to that 7th glass because that's what goes to your brain. And then the 8th goes to your skin, which is your largest organ. And so that's why putting these treatments on all night to process for 5 to 8 hours, your body is going to absorb all of that into your system safely because, like I said, it's all organically and naturally sourced. In the morning, we put our hyaluronic on because it holds 1,000 times the moisture, collagen gel over the top. If you've got dry skin or broken red capillaries, I do have a collagen clear for acneic skin, sensitive skin, or someone that doesn't they're allergic or they have allergies or sensitivities. I do have a collagen clear, but you can get a collagen clear from other brands. But you just want to make sure that collagen is in the top 3 to 4 ingredients. If it's last, like I said, you're paying for water or you're paying for a yummy cream. It's not going to help your skin stay hydrated throughout the day. And because I am super dry, I have a tendency to use the collagen bio cream in the morning also. So I'll just put the bio cream on. So like I said, if you're oily to normal, this may just be good enough. You just let it dry. You can wear makeup, not wear makeup, and just stop right here. But for those of us that have a tendency to get dry, you can actually put the collagen cream on in the morning also. And so you're looking at really a 2-part system. And this is really where you're doing your Medi-Spa treatments at home. You're doing 4 layers at night, but we're talking 5 to 20% active ingredient. Is that going to lift and tone and remove sun damage or breakout? 100%. Is it 95% stronger than what esthetician's doing? 100%. They're all back into essential oils and marine botanical type stuff that are yummy, but not what we want. We want to change our skin. So the morning routine is hyaluronic. We've got our collagen gel that is a super hydrator and a collagen cream that goes over the top because we want to look fantastic during the day. I have clients so addicted to that hydrating system in the morning, and that's the comment, is people comment constantly on how they're looking about 10 years younger. Did you get injections? What did you get done? And there's some things that injections can't change, and that's like preventing lines around the lips, lines around the eyes, to get rid of like actually Botox injections. People do it, that's fine, but they're disguises. What I'm talking about is changing your skin, filling actually in the lines. So even if you do Botox or injections, those are great disguises, but they are not going to get rid of your lines. When it disappears, the lines are going to be even deeper. So you're wanting to fill in the lines, exfoliate off the sun damage while stimulating collagen growth. You're wanting to make sure I go over my lips with everything. Get rid of the lines on the lips, any lines that would be forming around my mouth. And people ask me all the time about my lips because I don't have any lines or issues with lines around my lips. And I said, because I've been doing Medi-Spa treatments every single night before I go to bed at high potency, non-irritating, and every morning I get up and I hydrate. And it's well worth the price. Like everything I've shown you today is not more than $59. They're modeled after products that were $150 a bottle, but they last 3 months. So both systems, the one in the evening and the one in the morning, they're really not expensive because you're really using as little as possible because they're so concentrated. You want to remember to use a very, very thin coat of each. And so just check your product line and just double check that you are using high potency products. And I hope today that helped you to understand what some of these ingredients are, what they do, and just to double check if you love your product line and it's high potency, you now know you can do a lot of layering in the evening and get a lovely treatment, and then in the morning just make sure that you're hydrating. There is one product I do like. It's from Care Plus. It's a hyaluronic eye cream. So I do like to do, I always say touch the bone all through here, because remember, hyaluronic hydrates. I find things that in eye creams that have acids in them, I get itchy eyes. So I'm a little allergic to acids in my eye creams, but hyaluronic actually holds 1,000 times the moisture, and you can put it on the bone up here for puffy eyes, and it'll help get rid of dark circles. And one thing that's incredible about the Brighten Up, the Arbutin that I have, is you can actually put it right on the bone here. It will actually creep into the area where we get dark circles, and it will actually get rid of the dark circles. And I let that dry. That's one product that goes into the eye area extremely well. And then you can actually put the hyaluronic cream over the top. So that Brighten Up with the Arbutin is powerful. So if you've got a product with Arbutin in it, dab it right here. Do it everywhere from here to here, and make sure you're dabbing it on this bone, and it'll drift right into the dark circles, and it'll actually get rid of your dark circles. So I hope that was informative and helpful, and will save you a lot of money on scrubs, mud masks, and spa treatments that really just don't work. I actually recommend when people go on vacations, get hot stones for your body, a full body massage, Swedish deep tissue. Do something where the person's working the whole time. You don't want to be left in a room with a mud mask on for 20 minutes and pay all that money. You can really do your Medi-Spa treatments at home, and it's very, very reasonably priced. So check your ingredients. Make sure that you're double checking your ingredients. And if you're using the botanicals, just remember, use them last. If you're using anything oily, use them last to seal the active ingredients. If you use oils first, it will block the growth factors, the Arbutin, the vitamin C, the glycolic alpha beta hydroxys. It'll block it from entering into your skin. So you want to remember, your serums are like layers of a cake, and you want to remember any moisturizer, night cream, even my collagen cream, essential oils, any of your yummy creams, you want to seal everything with that last. I hope that was helpful today. Look forward to seeing you again. Talk to you soon.